them pink. Dropping jewels, making them think. 18 to the ground, headed straight to the bank. YouTube, let's ride. Yo, Cho was shaking, man. Pink the trucker here, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Let's talk about calming down the chatter, man, and getting out here as an OTR driver, young, and just becoming a mature adult, man. Let's put it like that, all right? So let's talk about me, for instance, man. I started driving in '98. Before that, I worked a factory job making ketchup. Pretty much worked 7 days a week, third shift. Before that, we was trying to be a rapper, partying, doing what a young man do. You heard? So yeah, man, got out here in this truck, man, and it matured me a little bit. I don't know if it's the same way nowadays, the way social media is set up, and all of the technology. You guys have pretty much access to 1 million movies on your phone. FaceTime, you can FaceTime your wife, talk to your wife all night. It wasn't like that back in the days, man. We had to communicate with each other. We had to entertain each other on the CB, truck stops. We had to, I think they still got the move. I'm doing line haul now, man. I don't know what's going on in the truck stop. I think they still got like the movie lounges and stuff like that in the truck stops. But yeah, we had to utilize all of that. So we really had to be amongst each other, man. We talked to each other. On the CB, you would get some of the most, powerful conversations on the CB. You had Channel 19. It was a lot of chat on 19. Channel 19 is just like social media, man. How it is now. You had the trolls and things of that nature. But guys used to get off on another channel. They'd go up to another channel. Like Channel 19 is the main channel. So they'd go to like Channel 32 or something, or 35. They'd be like, hey, driver, man, take it up to 35. Let me talk to you, man. And you would hear these grown men. And me being a 23-year-old, man, I ain't got no conversation for these cats, man. So, man, I would eavesdrop. I go up there to 35 with them and just listen to their conversation, man. I heard some of the most powerful, like, inspirational conversations you could ever hear, man, just on this CB radios, man. Power from white guys, black guys, man. And the thing about racism, man, if we, and not to get off subject, man, if black and white people, just any race of people, if we focus on what we have in common instead of our differences, I think we'll get along a lot better, because we got way more in common than we have differences at the end of the day. I think that solves racism right there. I think Bink just solved racism, man. But, yeah, man, let me get back on subject, man. And why I say that, man, because from the black guys and the white guys, they pretty much want the same thing, man. Listen, leave my family alone. Let me take care of my family. And let me go about my business, man. Same thing at the end of the day, man. But, yeah, man, but, just listening to those conversations, man, like I said, man, from, talking about marriage, from financial advice. I'm talking about, and this wasn't advice, but just listening to these conversations, man. So we talking about from marriage, financial, raising kids, man, the spiritual. It was just, and the list goes on, man, just some of the stuff that I used to hear. And it pretty much gave me a direction and a path to follow, man. And I don't know if I could have done that nowadays. Because the way things are nowadays, the way social media is set up, FaceTime, you talk to your wife all night, Facebook, you can see what your friends are doing. Because I don't know if I would have been able to hang, man. Excuse me. Because you figure, man, you going down the road on a Saturday night through the mountains of Utah, and you get on Facebook and you see your friends at the club popping bottles. You see little girls walking around with the short skirts on and the booty shorts. I mean, that's gotta be hard, man. And then you're not communicating with anybody out here. You guys don't communicate with each other. You know, you don't get that FaceTime, or you just don't get them personal conversations out here like we used to get back in the days, man. I mean, it's just, you know, I mean, you might call somebody on the phone and chop it up with them, but it just ain't, it's not authentic, man. It's not that authentic conversation like we used to get back in the days, man. Just eavesdropping on these guys, man. Just the conversations. I mean, it was amazing, man. But yeah, man, it gave me a direction to follow, man. And these guys pretty much raised me without knowing it, man. Without knowing it. But yeah, man, that's all I got for y'all, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace.
Get them pink, dropping jewels, making them think. 18 to the ground, headed straight to the bank. YouTube, let's ride.